Hey everyone. So I wanted to go through a walkthrough solve of a puzzle, a more unique puzzle that would allow me to show the way that I approach uh, solving different kinds of puzzles, the strategies that I use, the way that I develop algorithms, and so on. So this is a simpler puzzle, but still unique. Has some pretty intuitive strategies, as well as a couple simple algorithms. So I would want to go through how I would solve this. So this is the C103-M5 from VeryPuzzle. It's a really terrible name in my opinion, but essentially what this is it has these square faces that have can turn 90 degrees each. So they have fourfold symmetry there, and there's 6 of them around the puzzle. So they kind of correlate to the faces, to like baby faces on a cube. So I may refer to them that way. And then they have the other type of turn is these 3-sided faces. It looks like they've got like 6, but they really only have threefold symmetry. So to turn, we'll turn this guy up there, and that's a 120-degree turn. So they have 3 different stops, and that's really it. So the way I would approach puzzles like this is, first I want to identify the different piece types. So this has 2 different types of centers, both of which have an orientation. So we're going to need to keep that in mind. So they're like super centers. They have to be rotated the right way for it to be solved. And then it has 2 kinds of edges. I define an edge as between 2 faces. So these large edges have 2 colors. They don't really have an orientation because they can't rotate. So we won't have to worry about that. They just, but they are unique. So there's only one of each pair of colors. And then this other smaller edge between the 2 triangular faces. It can flip in place, but because it's single color, we're not gonna worry about that either. And then the last piece type on this is these corners, these single color corners. There's 2 of each color, and those are going to be probably the hardest piece on this to solve. So once I've got an idea of piece types, I would generally try to figure out an order of piece types to solve, and just kind of generate like a kind of a strategy for the solution, for the way I'm going to solve this. So I'm just going to kind of go over that quickly before we go and scramble it. So centers, obviously, it's just rotate in place. We just need to make sure they're oriented correctly. These edges, so these large edges are going to be probably the easiest to solve. So we'll see that if we do something like just, we'll call this an R, a U, and then an R prime and a U prime. So we'll see that we kind of cycled 1 to here, this to here, and this guy down to here. So that's going to be our way to solve those. We don't actually care about these corners because we will solve these last. So these will be pretty easy to put in place. So we'll put this back with a U, R, U prime, R prime. Okay. And then these guys are also pretty easy to solve. If we just look at like the R, call this an R and an L face, we can do a down, down, up, up. And you'll see it did move these corners around, but we also just cycled 3 of these edges. And that will be the way that we solve those. So those, I believe, are pretty intuitive. They're 4 moves to cycle 3 pieces around. But what I really want to talk about is this idea of commutators. This is kind of a difficult concept, but it's really important to understand. It's difficult to explain properly. It can be used in many, many different ways, and but the general idea of a commutator is you have a set of moves where if you do that set of moves and then you undo them, you get back to a solved state. So like we did with our down, or I'm going to call this an R prime, an L, an R, an L prime. So that's what I have here. And if we undo that with an L, R, or R prime, L prime, R, you'll see we got back to the solved state. So let's so a commutator is a set of moves where if you undo that set of moves, you get back to solved state, and it is interrupted by a interchange move or just any move in between the first set. So you'll see here, when we find a set of moves for a commutator, we want to look for something that can take a single piece out of place. So we can see that if we turn this front face now, we are taking a single corner out of this group of pieces that was moved. So if I do an F prime or a 2F, we'll do a 2F here. So, and then we undo our 4 moves. And then we undo that 2F. You'll see that we have purely cycled 1, 2, 3 of these corners. And so that's the general idea of a commutator. Is it's used to generate these pure 3 cycles of pieces, which helps us to solve this piece type, these corners, without disturbing the rest of the puzzle. So if we were to solve all of the edges and the centers, then we could go through and solve these corners on their own without disturbing the rest of the puzzle. So that is the general idea. So let's go ahead and get into the scramble. So I'm just going to go ahead and scramble this up. Unfortunately, puzzles like this that are not speed solving, you just have to hand scramble them. I am a speed solver, so I'm kind of used to the following a scramble for certain puzzles, but ones like this, you just got to go for it. And so yeah, I will come back after this is fully scrambled. All right, I'd say that looks like a pretty good scramble. So let's just dive right into this. So, like I said before, we're going to start by solving these large edges. So yeah, let's just start here with this gray-brown. So the hardest part of some of these puzzles is actually searching for the pieces. So I can see this piece here. So this first part of the solve is actually pretty intuitive. It's just a matter of turning your centers to the right way. So I got that center turned, and I can line that up. So that's solved all the way through there. So we're next to look for this silver light green. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna turn this center over so that that is there, and then bring this up to match it, and then bring it back so that that lines up. So I need this guy to be rotated, so I'm going to bring this unsolved piece over. I'm going to rotate that center, so, and then I'm going to bring this face back so that that matches. So that center is rotated correctly. This piece is solved and that center is rotated, and same here. So let's do this last one. Brown and gold. Let's see, where are you? Okay, so it's over here. So I'm going to bring it around. All right. So it needs to go up here. So I'm going to bring this for it to match with, and then I can bring that whole thing up here. Cool. All right, so next we kind of have two options. I can either go in and solve these small edges around this face and kind of just build the whole thing up, or we can just go in and solve all these large edges. So I'm gonna actually do that. I'm gonna solve all the large edges. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna, this brown pink, bring over here, and this is that kind of intuitive 4-move sequence. So we're gonna bring this down, move it out of the way, bring this center back, and bring this back up so that that's matching now. Good, let's get this brown red. It's over here. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah, it's here. So I'm gonna bring this up here. Let's bring this up to meet it. Bring this down, and then bring this guy back. Good. Okay, so that's there. And then I'm gonna go over here and solve these two. So this is the red gold that matches. Okay, bring this guy down into there. Yep, good. And then we want the gold purple. Yeah, so this one here. This can go over here. Move this out of the way. Solve that center, and then bring this back in. Okay, on the next two here. So I have green and orange. Where is that? There it is. So I'll bring this in here to be ready to go over here, and then bring this up. And then just slap that in place. Actually, you know what? I don't need that green-orange. I need to match this. Yeah, this one is rotated correctly, so I need to match that to there. Okay, it does solve that green-orange. But now we're going to try to solve this purple-green next. I see it's over here. So I'm going to do the same thing. Bring it into this 3-center. Bring this guy up. Bring it over to meet. And then put it in the stack down. Cool. Alright, so now I've got this gray orange. Good. Alright, so it's way up here. So bring that there, up, bring it down to meet it, and rotate it back down. Good, and then this gray pink. Let's see, where is that? Okay, it's over here. Bring this up into this top layer here. Alright, and then bring this up. Bring this down to meet it. Back down. Cool. Alright, so what I did was, you've got this 4 center, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 centers around it. So I solved all the large edges around each of those. So now I can go to the top half of the puzzle. I'm going to solve a couple of these 4 centers now. So I've got the orange and yellow. Okay, so that can just drop down, and that rotates that correctly. That's good. And actually, same for this pink yellow. That's beautiful. Okay. Now this orange blue. Where are you? Okay, it's way over here. So let's actually solve this one first, because this will bring this guy back out. So we got this pink green. Let's just bring this up to the top layer, that pink green. So bring this up to that 4 center. Bring this around to meet it. And then bring this down into place. Good. And then this green red. Where is that? so that's over here. So I need to pull this out of here first. Let's actually solve this navy orange. So we'll bring this up into here, bring the navy orange in, bring it back down. Good, that solves that. Okay, so which ones do we have left? We have this, yeah, this is green-red that we were trying to do. Bring this up to the top. Actually, no. This wasn't rotated correctly. Okay, now it is. Let's bring that part of the center up. Bring it back down. Good. Alright, let's do this purple blue. No, we'll do this red gray. Yeah, because we can bring that up here. Bring it over. And rotate down. Good. Alright, now purple silver. Right here. Bring it up, down, down. Done. And now this is the last one except for these four. So let's look at this and rotate this into place so that green silver matches. That one's solved, that one's solved. And look, we are down to a 3 cycle. I have this one to solve, this one, and this one. So that's perfect. So I'm gonna, this is blue, yellow. That needs to go here. So what I'm gonna do is bring this over here. And this is prepped now to do a 3 cycle. So I'm gonna bring this up into that place. Bring this over. Bring this down. And then we'll just rotate, undo that setup move. And now all of these large edges are solved. Beautiful. All right. So next, we're gonna solve these single edges. And this is a matter of like 3 cycles now, all the way around. So I'm gonna cycle this one into here, this guy in here, and this blue into here. And that should solve the yellow and the navy. And so that is, we've got this down, down, up, and up. Yeah, so that solves that edge and that edge. Perfect. Let's go around. I think there's 12 of these total. So I know that let's look for this silver. Okay, silver's here. Okay, so I want silver to go here, this to go here, and this to go here. So we'll start with this one and go up, up, down, down. And you see that solved this silver. Perfect. Let's look for the dark green. That's right here. So we want this to go here, this to go here. That doesn't, that's fine. So that goes down, down, up, and up. Perfect. So that's these 4. All right, let's see. Let's get this red solved. Okay, red goes here. And we can do more complicated setups with this, but I'm not right now. So I want this red to go here, which means this goes up first. To bring the red in, bring it down, bring it down. Good, okay. Oh, okay. So now, instead of just going up, up, down, down, this purple can go down here. This green can go here, and this can go here. And the way we do that is we go up, we bring the purple down to meet it, and then we go down and up. Nice. Okay, let's get this orange in. Easy. Right, so we'll go up, up, down, down. Orange is good. And then let's get this pink one. It's the last one in the middle there. Yeah, similar thing. So we'll bring the pink up, bring the edge down to meet it, bring this down, and bring that up. All right, and now these last 4, let's bring the silver into here. It might be kind of hard to see the colors, but yeah, we'll bring silver in here, down, up, up, and that should leave us with 3 left. Yeah. All right, so we're left with this brown to go here, gold to go here, and green here. So we'll do down, down, up, up, and that solves all of those edges. So now you can see all we have left is these corners, these single color corners, and we're going to go through this commutator to purely cycle those without messing up any of the edges that we just solved. And so the way we do that, so let's look. So I've got this brown here that I want to go here. This gold, so here we can do some more. No, I'll just do one normal one just to show. So this brown will go here. This gold can go, I'm going to send it here so that the silver or gray can go up into here. So that will solve two of them. So the way this works is we have down, down, up, up. We'll do our interchange move, which will bring that gray into place. And then we'll undo what we did. So we'll go the other way, left, right, left, right. And then we'll undo that interchange, and you'll see now that we have this gray solved and this, this gray solved and this brown solved. And that's all there is to it. Like I said, we can get a little more complicated with it. Ooh, I see a good one. Okay, so we have gray can go down here, this pink can go in here, and this brown will go up here to solve this, to solve the brown color. Yeah, so a similar thing. We'll go down, down, up, up. We'll undo this gray, or sorry, do the interchange to bring the gray to the brown in, and then we'll do down, undo our first moves. Yeah, and then undo that interchange, and you'll see that we did solve the gray, the pink piece, and the brown piece here. Beautiful. All right, let's look to solve one of these golds if we can. Okay, so here's something interesting. We can... No, this is fine as is. So we'll just solve one piece here. So we'll do the purple. Sorry, this purple will come down to here. This gold will go here, and then this gold will go in. So we'll bring this down. Yep. Bring the gold in. Undo. And then undo the interchange. Good. So that gold's in. And then now we can do, okay, so here, I want this gold to go in here. So I'm gonna do a setup here so that I can bring this down. And then this yellow will go here and the green up here. So down, down, up, up, undo, or sorry, your interchange, and then undo the moves. And then undo your interchange, and then we'll undo the setup separately. Okay, let's look around what we got. Let's try to get this pink in. So, okay, so again, with a setup, so I can bring this guy down, so I can put that pink in that place. So the pink will go down, green to here, which will solve the green, which is nice, and this up to here. So let's do that. Down, down, up, up, turn the interchange, undo the moves, and then undo the interchange. Got it. And then we have to undo our setup so that we still have all our edges and everything in place. All right, let's keep on going. All right, so here. See this? We've got the silver can go down here, green, dark green to here, and this up to here. And we're getting lucky not having to do any crazy setups. Okay, that silver's in. Do the interchange, undo the moves. Hopefully this is making sense as I go. You're getting to see lots of examples of this commutator in in play and get to understand the concept. Obviously, this is a very basic commutator, but it still hopefully gets the point across. Oh, I see a good one here. This purple can go to the here, the red in, and the green back up. So that'll solve 3. That's really nice. Do the interchange with an F2, and we'll do the L, R prime, L prime, R. And then we'll undo the interchange with F2 there. Got it. Okay, so I see this lone red here. Let's try and solve that next. Okay, so I see an opportunity for a good setup. So we'll do this to bring this into the same layer as a piece unsolved here. And then we'll turn this guy to be in a place to come down, and then we'll bring this here. So that was kind of confusing, but basically I want this purple to come here for this blue to go here so that this red can come in and solve. So hopefully you'll see what I mean. So we'll do our algorithm, our interchange, and then we'll undo. All right, and then undo the interchange. So now we just need to undo those setups. So the setup was here, turn that part over, and then this, we set this up here. Yeah, and then I had to turn this down. Got it. So that did solve that red piece. That may have been a little confusing, but let's see what else we got. I have a purple that can go in here. That gray can go in, or sorry, not gray, blue. So that's good. Okay, on interchange, undo, and undo the interchange. Cool. I see a green over here that needs to solve. Got another strange setup I could do here. Let's see. Or we can do this. Hopefully you saw that, sorry. So if I turn this guy, this now this green is ready to come down here, but what we can do is turn this first. So we turn this, now we can do the algorithm. The yellow will come in, orange will go here, green will come in to solve here. It should solve the yellow and the green. Undo. Oh, I did that wrong. I undid it wrong. This should fix it though. Sorry about that. Yeah, and then this is already back, and then we undo this setup move there. So what are we down to? Looks like I've just got these 4 pieces left. This is all right. So how do we set this up? So should have planned this a little better, but that's okay. All right, I can have this blue go to here, this orange to here, and this orange will solve, and then I'll be down to 2 pieces. Yeah, we'll do that. So blue down here, down, down, up, up, and then 2 here, down, down, up, up to undo, and then undo the interchange. So then my setup move here was this, and now I can see I'm down to these 2 pieces, this orange and this silver here. So what I want to do is get this guy into this face here. So let's do that. We can do that, it's here, and then this. So that's just 2 setup moves. That's not bad. So I'm trying to set this up for a final 3 cycle. So this, I want to incorporate this silver. And so we'll bring that over here so that it can come down into here. So the way this is going to work is this silver is going to come down, this orange will come over, and this silver will come up into this spot and should solve everything. So down, down, up, up, turn the interchange, undo the moves, and then undo the interchange. Cool. So then undo our setup moves was this, and then it was just 2 moves here to get this silver back, or this part back. Good. So that is this puzzle solved. I hope that made sense as I went. It's a pretty fun little simple puzzle, but it definitely showcases some intuitive piece solving with these edges, as well as the building blocks of commutators and making your own algorithms with these corners here. So a really good puzzle for learning to develop your own solutions. So I hope that helped. Hope that made sense, and thank you all for watching. Yeah, that's it.